Game begin.
We are addicted to busyness. You know, being busy. We even take our cell phones to the bathroom. But the truth is, most of us could probably justify everything we did today. But I fear that life is passing us by. How many of us eat lunch at our desks every day? In this digital age, where technology is supposed to enhance our life, it seems that tech has actually suppressed it. Hold on, I'm not ready. Or at the very least, keeps us too busy for us to do more than just exist as productivity machines. So that begs the question, what does it mean to be human? I took to social media to see what others' thoughts were on this subject. And what did I find? That most people were too busy to ask themselves that question. So does that mean in 2020 that to be human means to feel too busy to feel human? But some people did respond, and there was a common thread. Ultimately, what it means to be human is to feel emotion, passion, to share experiences with one another. And it's okay to be busy, but if busy gets in the way of us experiencing our human life, then the busyness is wrong. In our cell phone glazed gazes, we're missing it. We see everything that happens on Twitter, on the news, on YouTube, but we don't see what's happening right in front of us. When was the last time you took a walk just to take a walk, or simply turn off your cell phone? This addiction of never sitting still, of always needing another hour for a side project, of feeding ourselves way more information than is humanly possible to digest. We've become obsessed with being productive, with travel, with the hustle mentality, and it's robbing us of our human experience. We're becoming robots. If you're like me, sometimes you feel a sense of guilt when you're not getting stuff done all day. Like if you're not busy the entire day, if you haven't accomplished as many things as you wanted to, you feel like you've wasted a day. And for me, this self-guilt rises, and it feels like I'm wasting my life if I'm not busy all the time. Seneca once said, "This space that has been granted to us rushes by so speedily and so swiftly that all, save a very few, find life at an end just when they're getting ready to live." Not to be morbid, but before we know it, this will all be over. And personally, I don't want to be somebody that looks back and wonders where it all went because I was too busy to stop and enjoy it. Resolving this issue of busyness isn't going to happen overnight, but there are some things we can do to start to take back our lives. Meditation forces us to sit in quiet and let the mind both relax and expand. It's the opposite of travel. We're not trying to find ourselves, we're just allowing ourselves to be. In my own life, journaling has been a great way to survey whether or not what I did was worth the cost of my time that day. Even something as simple as turning notifications off on your phone can yield huge gains in taking back the time of your day. These things can be unbelievably helpful, but maybe the issue lies a little deeper. Maybe it's not that we're just too busy, but that we're seeing worth in the wrong places. Maybe it's an issue of not wanting to do too many things, but rather wrongly putting value on doing more things. And that's where the guilt comes from. It's like I'm worth more when I do more. I've deceived myself into thinking that my life is exponentially more useful and more valuable if I have more irons in the fire. I really like this quote from Seneca. It is not that we have a short space of time, but that we waste much of it. And that brings us back around to the question of what does it mean to be human? Being busy does not equal being human. And in fact, in my own life, I know that I've missed some great opportunities because I've been too busy. I've been too busy to share interactions with other people, to share emotions or situations or just moments of peace and stillness. And without those, we're just robots. We're just cyborgs. We're just boring. Being too busy causes burnout. It causes people to be emotionally unstable, and it's dangerous. if I'm too busy to begin to share emotions and experiences and passions with other people, then it's robbing me of my humanity. And so over the course of this next year, I really need to evaluate some things in my life and become more of an essentialist in being able to judge what needs to be done, what demands my busy attention, and what doesn't, what is just filler, because I'm trying to fill the void of not sharing those experiences and emotions with other people. My life and your life is not determined by how many things we do, how busy we are, how many locations we travel to, how many notifications we get. It's made valuable by those that we share experiences with and have an impact upon. If you enjoy this kind of content, I've got some exclusive content coming on Patreon. You can support me there, and I also have a newsletter you can sign up for on my website, linked below. I'm M. Hyatt, and I'll see you in the next one.